Yeah, exactly, because everything about it just sucks. Yeah, I just want to go back to the States. Hello everyone.
Another day.
Another vlog.
We just had breakfast.
We did, and it was delicious.
Gonna share a little act of random kindness that
we were the recipient of.
So we were having breakfast, Gabe went up to pay, and they told him that a sweet girl had already come and paid for the meal and left.
Yeah, I was like, is she here? Who was it? I wish we could have said hey.
Hi, I know.
But I guess she knew who we were and wanted to pay for our meal, and I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, that is so sweet.
So nice.
If you're watching this, thank you. That made our day.
Yes, we really, really appreciated that, and we hope that you have an amazing day, even though it's not the same day as when anyone is seeing this video, but you know what I mean. If you're watching this on the day we uploaded it, have a good Saturday.
We did want to continue on the random act of kindness, though, and so we ended up paying for the people who were sat at the table that she was sat at. The people who came after her that were sitting there, we paid for that table.
We wanted to pay it forward, so we challenge you guys to do the same thing. Pay for some random stranger's meal today.
Oh, it was so sweet though.
It was very nice. I don't know why I woke up a little sad this morning, but that like made me feel so great. It wasn't like a bad morning. I was just like...
You just felt a little off.
I just felt a little off. Whoever this girl was really, really made our morning, so thank you so much. We appreciate you.
We really do. We are just starting a little road trip right now.
We are. We have 59 minutes left in the car.
But first, coffee.
But first thing, that's mine. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
So we have a couple weeks left of our trip. It's gone so quickly.
It has gone really fast. But then also, I feel like we've been here for so long that it feels really normal.
It does feel normal, which is why it's like sad that it's coming to an end.
It feels homey. But like we're in Airbnbs all the time.
I obviously don't want to leave because I feel homey here and I'm so happy here, but I want to feel like I have a home, if that makes sense. Yeah. And like obviously I have my parents' home, but we have been
our own physical space.
Like hopping Airbnbs and we're living out of suitcases, and so that part doesn't really feel homey. Anyway. That was a tangent. We have a couple weeks left of our trip, and there's still a couple things that we wanted to do, but we haven't done yet, and so we thought let's do them today. So the first place that we're going to is a part of that list.
We're gonna go see something really, really fun, and then we're gonna go see something else really, really fun.
So we have 57 minutes, so little road trip.
See you in 57 minutes. Like a second for you, but you get it.
Way I breathe you in, it's a texture of your skin. You know you love me, I know you care. If that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. My first love broke my heart for the first time. These arms were made for holding you up. Baby, 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 oh, baby, baby, baby. I like me better when I'm with you. Yeah, I'm 16 and I thought that you'd be mine. I used to tweet you and text you, call you and hit your Facebook all the time. This is an SOS, don't want to second guess. You know that feeling when you leave your love and start behind your back. Speechless, over the edge, I'm just breathless. I gave my all for you, now my heart's in two, and I can't find the other half. I tried all night long to listen to our favorite song. She was wrong, I am gone, but I can't believe I'm blessed.
We out here, dude.
The sun feels so good.
It does feel so nice.
Gabe did a great job driving up the hill.
Thanks, babe. All the F1 I've been watching, I really know how to handle a car now.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Good word of advice. Appreciate
Let's
it.
go.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. A wimbo whip, a wimbo whip, a wimbo whip, a wimbo whip, a wimbo whip. Ooh, wimbo boy.
Wow.
Oh, crikey, mate. Guys, just listen. Can you hear like all the birds and stuff? Australian wildlife sounds like the Hunger Games.
I've never seen it, so I don't know what he's talking about.
It's crazy. Birds sound crazy here. So if you were curious to where we were taking you guys, how cool is that?
So pretty.
Before we left, I knew I needed to see an Australian waterfall. It had to be done. I want to go swimming though. Look how clear that water is.
That would be ice cold.
I know, but like, it'd kind of be a vibe though, you know? Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Ready to jump in? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'm really trying to...
Dude, you slip every 2 seconds.
These are the wrong shoes to wear.
Yeah, she wore
so
her
muddy.
Air Force Ones.
Muddy and slippy. Oh, we haven't seen you in 82 days.
Oh, it's so muddy and slippy around here.
Slippery, I meant slippery, okay? Goodbye. I don't know where Gabe has gone. I've lost him. Oh, I have no idea where Gabe is. He kind of just went ahead, but I don't know. I'm sure he's up here somewhere. Go.
When are you saying it, dude?
I have no idea where Gabe is. Yoo-hoo! Oh my god. Jenny has to keep that whole thing in.
Takes that took. I'm like, Jess, just go, I don't know where Gabe is, yoo-hoo.
I thought you were going yoo-hoo.
We are both going yoo-hoo.
Well, miscommunication.
Yoo-hoo!
We're going to destination number... Dos.
Dos?
Why did that take me so long?
Da, 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 da.
Oh. These are gluten-free, refined, sugar-free. Are they dairy-free? So
Yours is dairy-free.
Dairy-free. Donuts? So this one is it was called like breakfast donut.
Banana crumb, pecan something.
And this is beetroot, but it tastes like chocolate cake.
It's insane.
Like chocolate mud cake. Oh, it's the best.
Every now and then, we
Treat
take
ourselves.
part in indulging in a delicious, healthier version of a donut.
Blink. You're gonna love that one.
That is why I picked it.
That is why I picked it.
That's why I picked it, and I have the rest right now. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that delightful?
I knew it would taste like banana bread or something. Oh my gosh.
Like a banana bread coffee cake. That's what that tastes like.
Oh yes, and it's like cold outside, and it feels kind of like fall.
All right, we're gonna go into our next activity. All right, say cheese.
Cheese.
This is where we are. Glowworm.
Yoo-hoo! Glowworm tour.
We're out.
We are out, everybody.
We could not film in the glowworm cave. No cameras, nothing in the glowworm cave.
Since we weren't able to film in there, but we want you to take part in the experience, we figured that we could take you through the experience. Whilst in the cave, it was dark and we couldn't see a thing. So what we're gonna ask you to do is we're gonna ask you to close your eyes.
Okay.
And we're gonna walk you through. Okay. Now that Jess and everyone else, all you guys watching, have your eyes closed and are imagining, if your eyes are still open watching me right now, close them please. Sit still and just imagine the sound of silence. And you're walking step by step into a dark cave. And then, as you walk through, you can hear the drip of little bits of water falling from the ceiling of the cave, hitting the light puddles on the floor. And as you go deeper and deeper into the cave, all of a sudden the walls start to... Jess, you're ruining this for them. They had their eyes closed and they were listening to the sound of my soothing voice. Anyway, you walk into the cave and then there's a bunch of glowy dots on the wall and they look like stars in the sky, but...
It's like the worm's butt lights up. It was really fascinating actually. But yeah, the whole place was really dark and you basically just see like really light blue. Hey, it was kind of like neon light blue.
Yeah.
Lights everywhere. It was fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Now Jess is driving home because I'm tired. In that cave, we were walking through and I was like, oh my gosh, I could take a nap. We want to be safe. So Jess is driving so I can take a nap. For the past little over 2 months that we've been here, I've loosely been compiling a list of things that I find strange about Australia. We've been married for so long, but we say every now and then there's something that happens where I just like turn my head and scratch it. And I'm just like, why? You know, like why?
He's been taking notes of how much he doesn't like Australia.
Yeah, exactly, because everything about it
You
just
hate
sucks.
it.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the States.
Wow.
Jokes, guys, but for real, these are the things I don't like about Australia. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, first is that it's annoying that we're always upside down.
Oh my god.
That's because it's on the southern hemisphere, down under.
We're down under.
We're upside down on the bottom of the globe. One, and you have to agree with me on this one too, is the amount of power outlets Australia has.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Frustratingly frustrating. When I'm trying to plug anything into a wall, it never reaches anywhere that I'm sitting. Any table I'm at, any couch that I'm sitting on, any chair, there's never an outlet that'll reach. You have to have like extension cords and stuff because there's probably like per room, maybe one or two.
I think it was definitely more common when I was a kid to have extension cords like
Just running everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, on the power outlet thing, the switches on the power outlets,
No, that's not a bad thing.
it's just like kind of annoying because in America, like as soon as you plug something into the power outlet, it turns on and it's going. In Australia, you plug it into the power outlet and then there's a switch on top that then you have to click the switch.
I think that's for safety.
Is it for safety?
I think so.
That, along with switches in general in Australia, for the most part, tell me if this is like this in other parts of the world. In the US, when you switch a flip up, it's on, and down, it's off. Here in Australia, you put it down to turn it on, and you push it up to turn it off.
It does make sense for the Australian switches.
Yeah. Okay, keep defending.
Well.
Turning on a red. Obviously, we're on the other side of the road. So, turning left on a red here is the same as turning right on red in the US or anywhere where you're like driving on the right side of the road. Here, you're not allowed to turn left on a red. And it's so bizarre. I think I've came across like 2 times while we've been here that there was a sign that says turn on left permitted or something like that.
And I remember finding that really bizarre when I first went to the States, but then you get so used to it and like
It just makes sense. You just like look and it's like, okay, it's safe, I can turn. Do you agree with that one?
I do, yeah.
Good, nice. I don't know if this is all of Australia, but Brisbane has like tons of speed cameras. I get it for like safety and stuff to keep you going the speed limit. Oh, that's another one I didn't write down, but like the whole speed limit thing. When you're using kilometers per hour, the variation of speed between each kilometer is so minimal. Between like 60 kilometers per hour and 70 kilometers per hour is probably only like 5 miles per hour. You can feel like you're not going that much faster at all and not even realize you're going 10 kilometers over the speed limit, and then all of a sudden you get hit with a speed camera, so you're not actually going that much faster, where in the US you're going like 5 miles an hour over compared to 10, even though it's actually the same speed, if that makes sense. 7 kilometers an hour over, that's like 4 miles per hour. Boom, a ticket in your mailbox.
Well, Bub, there are a lot of signs.
Which makes it really weird because Australians just know where the speed cameras are because of all the signs and stuff like that, that they will speed a lot in the sections that don't have speed cameras, and then they slow down when the speed cameras come, and then they just start speeding again.
Guys, drive the speed limit.
Yeah, drive the speed limit. I'm not saying speed, I'm just saying in the scenario that it happens on accident, you don't even know that you're doing it because you can't tell.
He's speaking from experience.
Okay, more, yes, I got a ticket here. Yellow lines on the road. Australia. Put yellow lines on the road. I didn't realize how important the yellow lines are because you can tell like, oh yeah, that's actually the other side of the road. Where here in Australia, sometimes I turn down a street and I don't know if it's a one-way with 2 lanes or 3 lanes or something like that, especially when you're in the city, or if it's a 2-way street. Like there's a 2-way street, but it just has like the normal striped white lines. If this was a 1-way street, it would be the same exact thing. So you can't tell just by looking at the road whether it is a 1-way or like what the lanes are. What's your rebuttal?
It's so funny. Like some people are probably gonna watch this and be like, he sounds so American.
I'm just being passionate right now, okay?
Yeah, you are.
I honestly get really freaked out turning onto streets sometimes because I go, wait, is this a 1-way or 2-way in my head? And I'm like looking around to see how cars are parked on the side of the road and stuff. It actually feels dangerous sometimes when I turn on certain streets. I've talked about this before. Gas stations, you have to pay inside. They don't have like the machine where you can just pay at the machine, which is kind of nice because they trust you here. There's no like lock on the thing. You can just start filling out. The only issue with that is that you have to go inside and pay. You can't just hop out of your car, swipe your card, and do it. With that said, you know how in the US you can put the pump in your car and like flip the little switch down and then it just holds the pump for you and then you can like let go? Can't do that here in Australia. I always have to be standing there holding it. First world problems. But
Americans love convenience, is what I've learned.
that's convenience culture. My last shtick with Australia, which a lot of people get on Australia about, is like your word choices for things. I don't really care so much about the abbreviations. I've gotten used to it. It's the abbreviations in combination with using words that are unnecessarily long.
Like what?
Like when you move your house, instead of using the word movers for when you hire movers, you call them removalists.
That's probably the only example.
I was typing in removalists. It's not even in the American dictionary. That's a made-up Australian word for movers. Removalists are movers. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words on that one, to be honest.
You were moving your mouth and nothing came out.
Okay. All I'm saying is,
Australia sucks.
no, all I'm saying is word choices are sometimes really funny. You either take a normal word and shorten it down to nothing, brekkie, kappa, arvo, or you just don't use the normal word and choose a really long word.
I'm gonna add one more thing to your list.
Oh, what?
Is the Wi-Fi speeds.
Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh.
We've actually not had terrible Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
but it's still very significantly slower than American Wi-Fi.
Not sure what the deal is there, but they're way slower here. When I was
a couple nice things.
yeah, I have some nice things to say, guys, don't worry. First thing is that we always know what's gonna happen before everyone else. We're in the future. The future's looking like a really pretty sunset with a truck in front of it. This is really great. The sales tax is already included in the prices when you buy things.
Yeah, that's so helpful.
It's so helpful. Like if something says $8, you go to the cash register, they ring you up, $8. It's not like $8.72 all of a sudden because there's like the tax on top or whatever. Tips difference. This is both like a pro and a con. Customer service here is better for the most part.
Across the board.
Just like there's like a baseline of like people are nice and customer service is usually good. But because there's no tipping, the US tends to have better service at places where you tip because obviously people work
I don't
to get
agree
really
with
good
you,
tips.
but it's okay.
Cafe culture. Australia has got it on lock. There's coffee shops everywhere. They're all super like nice.
They're always usually like trendy with like really good food.
People go out for coffee to like sit at the coffee shop and have a coffee and like go with a friend. Where in the US it's usually like, how can I get my coffee fix as quick as possible? Also, Australia is just stunning. It's beautiful. It's
Okay, I'm glad that you have some good positives.
Yeah, but you can also like die by
Oh my god.
I learned about drop bears today, that it's a kind of koala bear that if you're just walking, it'll jump out of a tree and just drop on you to attack you. Didn't know about that one.
I was joking.
What? What is a drop? You were joking?
That's like a classic Australian joke, is to tell international people about a drop bear, and I couldn't believe that you believed me.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I feel so stupid. With that note, we're gonna cut it here because I feel like an idiot. Oh no. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today. Gabe secretly loves Australia. A lot.
Oh, I do. I love it. All I want is some yellow lines on the road and some more power outlets.
Alright, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
From Jess
And Gabriel.
Conti.
You! Jeez.